Hello everyone, Basement Dwelling Loser here. Playing Doki Doki Literature Club Part 11. Um, I... Wait, there. Okay. Um, First I'm going to check out what this stuff is. That makes sense. An electric signal from some remote corner of my brain, connecting all kinds of circuits and nerves and chemicals in a web, but understood by nobody. The chemicals make my chest tingle around my beating heart. The nerves make my hand move, staining a dead tree with some dark substance. The ink reflects light into your glimmering eyes. Holding the paper is almost as though you were holding my hand, which wrote it. Let our emotions stir together until our hearts beat in harmony, connected to each other. I feel electric. Anything else down here? No? Alright, well, guess we're getting back into it. It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girl, or something like that. Hey, Charles. Well, there already is one girl. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day, and recently we picked up that habit once again. Charles, are you proud of me? For what? You know, for waking up on time? Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. But you never said anything about it, even though we walked to school together every day. Well, yeah, I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine, I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. I'm wondering if she messed with the files and changed how the game would have originally played out. Or if this is how it would have originally played out if she never tampered with it. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Charles, have you decided to join a club yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not. I started to say what I always do, that I'm not that interested in joining any clubs, but something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah. I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo, you meanie. Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl, but I started to realize that in a way I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. That's why I feel like I should do something special for her. Okay, so either she had to have messed with the game so it can function without her in it, or she had to mess with the game to put herself in it, and she no longer exists. The school day is as ordinary as any other. It's over before I know it. After I pack my things up, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Charles? What are you doing here? Well, I glance around the room. Huh? So you're the Charles that Sayori's always talking about? Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Charles. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Charles, don't tell me you're... That's right, the club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori, the literature club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way, no way. Ah. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, eh? Well, if Sayori is this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls had a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walked over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. Wow, those look amazing. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then I follow. Okay. So whether or not the events were messed with, which I kind of doubt because nothing's fucking up anymore right now, and normally it does, which makes me feel like Monica wasn't originally a part of this game. But it also makes me feel like that Natsuki isn't that unlikable because, well, she didn't immediately start out being a bitch. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, does not a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Already trying to impress a new member, Yuri. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... Something about the side profile here feels wrong. Like, I know I probably should have said this before, but I'm just now thinking to actually mention it. Something about her face shape doesn't feel face-like. Well, tea and reading might not be the pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Charles, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. That's different. I'm almost positive that one's different. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious, by the way, her eyes lit up, that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated that you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common. Hey, Yuri, Well, about, the first thing you said, manga, that's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't say that. For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, So, if Charles wants to read some manga, then don't try and stop him or anything, Natsuki. I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. You can take this opportunity and try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Charles? Maybe. Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun, and we'll all get to know each other a little better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. Guess that means I should try picking a novel or something, huh? Well, that makes 2 of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then as for Yuri, I have to read manga. Jeez. You were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself, I'm sorry for disrespecting your interests, Natsuki. If you're into it, I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Are you just saying that? No. I realized my error, so if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really, I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you'll really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you. Would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so yeah, me too. This is so cute. Sayori, shut up. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes. I look forward to it. Atsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, it looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along, isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Charles. You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better when you're around, with you around Sayori. Aw, Charles, don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club. But I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Wait, Monica said she was fucking with the other people. And as shown, it looked like she was fucking with them in the game. Like, not their files, but them themselves. Meaning that on some level, they have to be conscious and aware enough to be fucked with and aren't just following out a pre-programmed script. Because if they were, then they wouldn't be able to respond to that. Now that you joined, every day is going to be so much fun. Hey Charles, I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. That's right, I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now. But I really know everything, Charles. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. Oh, good, we're still in horror. Haha! Of fucking course she's insane. It's just us now. And you made me the happiest girl in the world. I can't wait to spend every day like this with you. Forever and ever. What's happening? I won't let you hurt him. It hurts. Ah. I'm sorry. I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Charles. Goodbye, Literature Club.
hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff?
They have
I'm
voices!
not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So, yeah. Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day? Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today? When you're here, everything that we do is fun for them anyway.
So, Monica's not dead. Got it. Got it. Love that.
Even read my own feelings. What good are words when a smile says it all? And if this world won't write me an ending, what will it take just for me to have it all?
Y'all believe in this shit?
Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me?
These images aren't from the game.
Or is it love if I set you free?
Some of them are. Some of them definitely are. But some of these weren't in the game. Maybe they were. Oh. Maybe I never found them.
How can I write love into reality if I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat? What do you call love in your reality? And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand the Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continues to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality, a reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all the club members. And most of all, thank you for being a part of my literature club. With everlasting love, Monica. Required files are missing or corrupt. Please run reset to repair and reset the virtual machine. I assume it's just going to say, yeah. So if I do hit... Okay, so I can reset it. This is probably going to be a shorter one because, well, that was the fucking end, I think. Oh? This game is not suitable for children or those easily disturbed. Yeah. Would you like to review? By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you've noted the game's age rating in your region, consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I gotta love that happy music that always plays no matter what traumatizing ass shit you just witnessed. Is my access to the file still the same? Can I? Well, that'll be all I'm making a video about. But I'm probably going to continue playing this game on my own and try and unravel shit. So, yeah, that's the end of this series. See y'all in the next one. Bye.